Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today we re-dive in deep into the magical waters of Lake Xochimilco to uncover the incredible life story of one of nature's most fascinating creatures with its feathery gills, a permanent smile, and almost mythical regenerative powers. This little amphibian has captured hearts and minds all over the world. But there's so much more to the axolotl than meets the eye. So, grab your virtual snorkel and let's explore the extraordinary journey of the walking fish. Our story begins in a place of legend, the ancient network of lakes and canals near Mexico City. This is the only place on Earth where axolotls are naturally found. Their name comes from the Nahuatl language of the Aztecs, meaning water dog. For the Aztecs, the axolotl was not just an animal, it was a sacred being, linked to the god of fire and lightning, Xalotl, who was said to have transformed into an axolotl to escape being sacrificed. So, from the very start, our hero is steeped in mythology and cultural significance. The life of an axolotl begins as a tiny, translucent egg, usually laid in a large clutch on aquatic plants. It's a vulnerable start. The parents don't stick around, so these little jelly-like spheres are on their own, facing threats from fish, birds, and even other eggs. After about 2 weeks, a tiny larva hatches. It looks a bit like a tadpole, but with a crucial difference. It already has the beginnings of its iconic external gills, branching out like a delicate feathery crown. During these early days, the baby axolotl is all instinct. Its primary mission is to eat and grow and to avoid being eaten. They start with microscopic prey like Daphnia and brine shrimp, using their underdeveloped senses to hunt in the murky water. This stage is a race for survival. They grow quickly, and as they get bigger, their menu expands. Soon, they're hunting small insects, worms, and tiny crustaceans. Their hunting method is simple but effective. They wait patiently and then, with a sudden vacuum-like gulp, suck their unsuspecting prey into their mouths. Now, here's where the axolotl story takes a really unique turn. Most amphibians, like frogs, go through a process called metamorphosis. A tadpole develops lungs, loses its gills and tail fin, and transforms into a land-dwelling adult. But it says, "No thanks, I'm good." This fascinating phenomenon is called which means it reaches adulthood without ever undergoing metamorphosis. It essentially keeps its juvenile features for its entire life, remaining fully aquatic, breathing through its gills, and keeping its tadpole-like tail fin. It's like the Peter Pan of the amphibian world, forever a child of the water. This perpetual youth is the key to one of its most famous superpowers, regeneration. While other animals can regrow a tail or a toe, the axolotl takes it to a whole new level. If an axolotl loses a limb, it doesn't just grow back a stump. It can regenerate the perfect, fully functional replacement bones, muscles, nerves, skin, and all. And it doesn't stop there. They can regenerate parts of their spinal cord and even portions of their brain without any scarring. This incredible ability has made them a superstar in the scientific community. Researchers are studying axolotls' genetic secrets, hoping to unlock clues that could one day help with human tissue regeneration and healing. So, our axolotl has grown up, mastered the art of regeneration, and is now navigating life as a young adult in its underwater world. Life like Axolotl isn't a walk in the park. Historically, it was a paradise for them, with plenty of shelter among the aquatic plants and an abundance of food. They would spend their days chilling at the bottom of the lake, their feathery gills gently swaying in the current, waiting for a tasty meal to swim by. An adult axolotl can grow up to about 9 inches long and live for 10 to 15 years in a healthy environment. When it's time to start a family, male axolotls perform a unique courtship dance. He'll nudge and circle the female, eventually depositing a small packet of genetic material called a spermatifer on the lake floor. If the female is interested, she will pick it up, and fertilization happens internally. A few days later, she will lay hundreds of individual eggs, carefully attaching each one to a plant or rock, and the cycle of life begins all over again. However, the modern chapter of the axolotl's life story is a difficult one. The once great lakes of the Valley of Mexico have shrunk dramatically. Today, Lake Axolotl is a fraction of its original size, facing serious challenges from pollution and urbanization. But the biggest threat comes from invasive species. Carp and tilapia, introduced to the lake for fishing, are aggressive predators. They not only compete with axolotls for food, but also prey on their eggs and young. This has had a devastating impact in the wild. The axolotl is now critically endangered. Scientists estimate that there may be fewer than 1,000 left in their natural habitats, and that number could be much lower. It's a heartbreaking reality for an animal that has survived for centuries. The water dog of the Aztecs is on the verge of disappearing from its ancestral home forever. But the story doesn't end. Thanks to their unique biology and charming appearance. Axolotls became popular in scientific labs and the pet trade long before their wild population crashed. Today, there are hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of axolotls living in captivity all around the world. These captive populations are a crucial safety net. They are the descendants of axolotls taken from Mexico in the 19th century. While they could and simply be released back into the lake due to genetic differences and the dangers that still exist there, they represent a beacon of hope. Conservationists and scientists are working tirelessly to save the wild. Their efforts focused on restoring their habitat of Lake Axolotl, creating protected, predator-free sanctuaries within the canals, and working with local communities to promote sustainable agriculture. They are reintroducing traditional farming methods, which act as natural water filters and create clean, safe havens for the axolotls to thrive once more. It's a slow and challenging process, but every small victory is a step towards securing their future. So, the life story of the axolotl is a tale of myth, magic, and survival against the odds. It's a creature that defies the rules of biology, a living link to an ancient culture, and a powerful symbol of the fragility of our planet's ecosystems. From a tiny egg in a legendary lake to a global icon of regeneration and a flagship species for conservation, The axolotl's journey is a profound reminder of both nature's wonders and our responsibility to protect them. The fate of the wild water dog now rests in our hands. Thank you so much for joining us on this incredible journey today. What do you find most fascinating about the axolotl? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about the amazing animals we share our planet with, please give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you'll never miss an update. We appreciate your support. See you in the next video.